Hey friends, this is Aaron Summers, and welcome to the Church Brain Podcast. Many of you read the weekly leadership briefing that comes out on Mondays. Well, each week on Thursdays, we're also offering help to church leaders via this podcast and videocast. We help leaders navigate stress and transition with calm, practical leadership guidance for real ministry situations based out of the briefing. Are you ready? All right, let's just jump in. Well, this week we talked about something that feels counterintuitive, right? Slow down to speed up. You see, in transition, slowing down often helps churches move forward faster in the long run. You see, anxiety pushes leaders to hurry decisions. And when you hurry a decision, then you're going to get yourself in trouble. I've seen churches that rush pastoral searches, rush major decisions, just in order to feel some sense of relief, some sense of accomplishment, have a success story, how to end the year strong. But I'm telling you, rush decisions can create years of cleanup later. Healthy transitions allow time for healing and clarity and preparation. So let me give you 3 leadership moves to slow down you and the church when you're in transition. First, just don't rush big decisions to calm pressure. Choose staff slowly. They're the shepherds. They're the leaders. We should be choosing them slowly. We should not rush into those kinds of decisions, especially at the pastoral level, but really at any level. Don't rush to fill a Sunday school vacancy, a teaching position, just to do that. Have we not learned anything from nominating committees over the last 5 decades? That when we just fill spots, then we run into trouble because they're not committed, they're not qualified, they're not invested, and we just create chaos. Choose slowly. Take time. Pray about it. Now, some of that means don't allow yourself to get into situations that are going to be rushed. Now, hey, we can't control everything. We have emergencies, we have relocations, we have death experience. Stuff happens. I get that. But just be sure you take time. Do background checks on staff and volunteers. Another thing about rushing big decisions to calm pressure, don't start permanent things. That's all in this first leadership move. Just don't start permanent things that will saddle the next leader later. All right, so that's the first move. What's our second move? Well, use the interim season to strengthen leadership systems. Now, what do I mean by that? Hey, the interim time, pastor's gone, staff vacancy. Right now is a great time to review policies and procedures. Because when you have a leader already in place, then that becomes a problem for them. That becomes a drawback on them. That becomes later, well, we wrote that because Pastor so-and-so said we should. When you are in a transition, now's a great time to do that. But maybe you're in a revitalization transition. Maybe you're in a technological transition, a community transition. It is still healthy to review your policies and procedures during a transitive moment. Review your development plan. What is your plan for developing leaders, assistant leaders, directors? What is your plan? Do you have a leadership pipeline? Do you have a discipleship pipeline in place? No? Well, join the crowd. Most don't, but we should. We really should. So review your developmental plan. Do we have one? How do we gain one? How do we get one? We can help you with that. Others can help you with that. But now is a great time to do that. Here's another one. Allow for non-paid or slightly paid to step in and drive volunteer engagement. Oh, well, we don't have a worship pastor, so, boy, we've got to hurry up and get one. Well, anytime you hurry up on the staff position, you create the possibility of chaos later. My home church took their time. For a year, they added responsibilities to a staff member, and he was willing to do it, and I'm so thankful that he did. But then we came out of that time, and we had raised up leaders out of the church body. And we're beginning to pay our new worship minister, and we're not even calling the interim. He's our worship pastor. But it's more of a mostly volunteer role and a slightly paid role. But how healthy is that? That's healthy financially. It's healthy to see the developmental plan in play and working in the church body. It's a great opportunity to have people in the church body step into these roles. One, because you don't know who you're going to find. They may be well qualified and gifted to do that. Number two, they may not know they've got that passion. They don't know that they have that because they haven't been given the opportunity. Take time. Take the time to do that. This season may be the best you have to make adjustments at your church. All right. The third leadership move to slow things down. Communicate why patience protects the future. Communicate that. Talk to the people. Hey, we need to pray. If we as a church body aren't praying, we can go astray from what God wants. Hey, church, we need to make sure that we've got ourselves in order. We need to get this profile, the church profile or a staff profile prepared. And that takes a little bit of time. We need to reflect and assess and evaluate ourselves a little bit so that we are prepared for that next staff member in an appropriate way. This is what I tell churches all the time. I'm telling you this too. A strong fit leads to a longer future. Of course, I can't guarantee that. However, it makes sense. Find the strong fit. And we'll talk about that at length on another podcast. But in a nutshell, theological, church culture, community, and financial. Do they fit in these four systems? Do they fit in these four concepts? The stronger the fit for the pastor and his family in those four areas, the better chance you have to have a longer future together in your church. Slower leadership now often prevents bigger problems later. Hey, thanks for spending a few minutes with me today. If this conversation was helpful, consider sharing it with another church leader who may need encouragement this week. And if you haven't already, why not subscribe to the Church Brain so that you receive the weekly briefings and these podcasts each and every week. Well, until next time, stay steady, keep leading well, because you're not alone on this journey.